Merry Christmas, everyone. By the time you see this, it will probably be Christmas or slightly after, because today is the day before Christmas Eve. And so I watched Die Hard last night to get in the Christmas spirit before this trip. I'm wearing my red fishing shirt, which I almost never wear. I only wear around Christmas. And so I'm in the Christmas mood. And even better, I got a gift. The wind finally let up. The skies have cleared. I almost came out yesterday, but it was really cloudy yesterday. Today it's supposed to be almost 100% clear. Winds are going to be single digit. So I am on my way to Beacon 42. I'm actually in the refuge right now, and I'm just a couple miles from the ramp. So I'm looking forward to getting back down here. Like I've been sort of complaining about at the beginnings of every other trip, the wind just has not been cooperating. It's been tough, and it's just prevented me from getting down here to where I really wanted to be. So today I'm finally going to do it. Finally going to get back out down here and look around. And you know, it's been long enough now that I really can't count on any of the previous intel that I've had before. But I'm going to look around in some of the areas that I liked during the last couple of trips, and we'll just see what I can find. So anyway, I'm going to get to it here shortly, and hopefully I'll get some more Christmas presents today. So I'll talk to you then. Alright, gonna get started here. It is definitely more wind than forecast. Big surprise, right? But not terrible. It's not like the 20 plus that it's been the last few weeks. What we got? Staying down. Probably a redfish. Yep. Yes. Alright, Merry Christmas, everyone. First fish of the morning. It's been a little slow, but I've been seeing a few fish, so it's really nice to get one in the boat. So, thank you. Hopefully you're not my only Christmas present today. Well, beat yourself up.
Alright, believe it or not, only the second fish of the day. Nice looking trout. Wish the season was open. I certainly would keep one. Yeah, I know. Okay, he's clearly ready to go. He stopped biting it. There he goes. I think I know where I'm going to look next. If there's no boats there. It's a big if, because there's quite a few boats out here. Felt that. What is this? This feels more like a red. No, I don't think so. I just think it's a bigger trout. Yep. This guy's a little bit bigger than the other one. Sweet. I didn't like that. Touched the net and panicked. I don't blame him. All right. Okay. Good deal. That's a nice trout. That's a nicer trout. Another beautiful trout caught out here. So, looking good. Season's almost open, so soon I'll be able to keep one. Thank you. Damn, I've seen like 10 fish right here. A lot of them are trout though. Which isn't a bad thing. But... okay. Oh my God, there's a bunch of them. Oh no. That was cool. This is not a big redfish. I can probably swing him in here. Nope. He's probably bottom of the slot though. Now that I'm looking at him, he probably would make it. Alright, another redfish. Not half bad. Not giant, but actually I think he might actually measure if there was a slot. So, cool. Just experimenting out here. Just trying some different tactics than I usually use. So. Yeah, I know you want to go. All right. Oh, the redfish. He just spooked from it. Damn. All right. So, I keep drifting by these big redfish, and I'm not seeing them as close as I normally do. And it's bugging me. And the only difference is I'm wearing the Bahios. And I remember the last trip, I kind of said, I feel like I should be picking up these fish. And I wasn't. So, I'm going to switch. See how it goes. All right. So I'm struggling with these fish. I can't say that the Costas are working any better. I actually think I'm going to switch back to the Bahios. All right, so I switched back to the Bahios now because I don't think the Costas were helping me. I definitely wasn't seeing fish any earlier. And the fish that I did see just forget about it. Anything dropped near them, they're out of there. And I'm talking like 5-6 feet away, not even near them, like close enough that they could eat it yet, and they were gone. So they are now super spooky. I know the wind direction seems to have changed a bit, so maybe there's a front or something coming through that's causing it, but they weren't real cooperative to begin with, but they're even worse now. So what I've done is I've downsized my paddle tail because I tried to shrimp for a while. That was not working at all. So I downsized to now a 3-inch DOA paddle tail. So we're going to try this and see if the smaller presentation helps, because paddle tail has been what I've caught everything on. So hopefully it keeps working, but I'm about done anyway. But I wouldn't mind catching another one, especially after seeing so many. I've probably seen, well, they weren't all redfish. A lot of them were trout, and there were a few black drums. So let's say probably 50 fish I've seen now. And I've caught, what, 5 or 6? You know what? I want to say one thing. Having switched back to the Bajíos now, and after having just been fishing right here, and just started up again along the same shoreline, I can see better with the Bajíos today. That hasn't been the case anywhere else so far. But in this particular scenario, in this water quality, I'm definitely seeing better with the Bajíos. That is interesting. I'm going to have to keep them both on board and switch as needed, I guess.
How'd you do?
I did good, thanks.
I follow you on YouTube.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm Jeff.
Sure. I actually met you once. Me and my buddy met you one time at it was the ditch? No, it was Academy.
Okay, just finished up a pretty tough day on the water. It was a lot windier than forecast. Surprise! But I did okay. I think I got 5 or 6 fish, a couple of nice reds, and a couple of nice trout. So can't complain too much. The only thing I can really say is that I saw a ton more fish than I caught, and that was the problem. Early on, I wasn't even sure there were any fish around. I barely saw any. And the eats that I got were mostly just line casts. And then as the day progressed, I tried a couple of different spots and caught a fish here, caught a fish there. A couple of them I sighted, but the later in the day that it got, the harder it was to get the fish to eat. They just seemed to shut down. And to me, it kind of corresponded with a wind change direction. It wasn't a huge change, but it shifted a bit. And when that happened, it just seemed to mostly turn them off. And unfortunately, it was after that happened that I started coming across big numbers of fish. I saw some black drum. I probably saw 30 trout. Probably saw 30 or 40 redfish. And for the most part, they would not eat. It was, really, really tough. It was really nice to see those fish. And it was a shoreline that I have fished before. I just don't do it very often, and it just happened to be kind of in proximity to somewhere else that I was trying. So I stopped on the way back and decided to fish it, and saw most of my fish for the course of the day there. So anyway, all in all, it was a decent enough day. It probably didn't compare to my last trip to the north, but I definitely saw a lot more fish. So it was a good time. Not a bad way to wrap up, the Christmas weekend. I doubt that I'll go out again before Christmas, but certainly after Christmas I'll be back. So until then, everybody have a great, happy, and safe Christmas, and we'll talk to you on my next